morning, Flosstube. My name is Dawn Marie, and this is DM's Crafty Vortex. This is my channel mostly about cross stitch. So I will do all my cross stitch at the beginning of the episode, and then I do enjoy lots of other crafts, but I keep them to the end. So if you're only here for the cross stitch portion, we're gonna do that in the beginning. We're gonna have a little bit of a cross stitch giveaway before I go on to my knitting and my diamond painting. So stick around for that. If you are used to my floss tubes, today's format is going to be a little bit different than you're used to. I don't have everything all organized and ironed and ready to go. I have been participating in Vlogmas, which means I've been doing daily videos. I've also had a super hectic work week. Hectic, look, I can't even talk this week. This is how my day is going. I've been working at a different location. I've been working different hours than I normally work. There is a lot going around in the house right now. I don't have time to do much editing, so I apologize. You're gonna hear a lot of noise and talking in the background, but life, right? So we're gonna get started with the floss tube. First, I'd like to say, for all of you who have stuck around week after week, thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who leave comments, I really appreciate those comments. I appreciate it. I have some who leave me comments every single week, and it's amazing. I feel like a friendship starts to grow that way. So thank you to all of you as well. If you're new to the channel, thank you for giving me a try. I really would appreciate a thumbs up or a comment. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. I'm almost to 400, and we still have the 500 subscriber giveaway, hopefully coming up soon. I'll show you some of my cross stitch bags that I make. The 500 subscriber giveaway is going to be a complete set of cross stitch bags. So let's get on to the cross stitch. That's what I'm here for. Again, I apologize for the noise in the background. I do not have time to edit today, so it's either a chaotic video or no video at all. So let's start with the first thing I worked on. Again, not much time for editing, so I'm not going to do that whole this is what it looked like last time thing. I haven't really actually made enough progress to make it worth doing that. I'm still using my Halloween bags because I haven't had time to set up my sewing machine and make more bags. So this first one is it's going to be a stitch along starting in January. Sew by Row by Lori Holt. However, Kimberly over at the Fat Quarter Shop, who started the sew along, said to go ahead and get the first column started, and so I've gone and done that. This is where I am at right now. Again, not my usual, all ready to go. I'm working on the sewing machine. I was working on the sewing machine last week, but I think I was just kind of down to the bottom portion. So I've added a little bit more to that. I was hoping to get the sewing machine done and the next row started, but that did not happen. This is a fun stitch. There's a lot of blocks of color. I'm really enjoying that. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it come January because it is very time consuming. Even though there's lots of blocks of color, it is a lot of stitching to do. So that's my sew row. I bought it at the Fat Quarter Shop. She sold it as a kit, so it came with all the calls for DMC. It came with the fabric, I think it's 25 count Lugana, and that's it for that one. The next one I worked on was my Ivy Wed by Blackbird Designs. I started this on November 1st. This was my wedding cross stitch because I got married in November. And here is this Ivy Wed Blackbird Designs. I have it in my Harry Potter bag, the Marauders map that I made. I am stitching this one on linen. And I'm, for the most part, using all the called for colors. I have swapped out two of them. I have talked about it in prior floss tubes. I don't have my book with me right now to let you know what my changes were. but here is where I am at. Now, if you look really closely, and you see those 4 little stitches right there, that's what I did this week. That's it. Everything else is from last week. So I managed to get 4 stitches in on this. I was so excited to sit down and get to work on it. And then 4 stitches later, I had to go run some errands. And then I got back just in time to eat and get to work. Hopefully a little more time this week on this. Hopefully, no promises. As much as I'm enjoying doing the daily Vlogmas, it has really cut into some of my craft time. While we're only releasing some people 5, 10, 15-minute videos, they take even longer to edit than a Flossmas because you're taking 7, 8, 10 clips and trying to work them all together. So a 15-minute video for you is up to 1.5 hours, 2 hours of editing time on our end. I'm gonna miss Vlogmas, but at the same time, once it's done, I'll be able to get so much more accomplished. Okay, this is a new stitch for this week. This is the Stitching Book Club, and the book they assigned was A Christmas Carol. I did make a Christmas bag for it. Very cute Christmas bag. And this is a weekly sale that every week, it's a mystery clue, so not a clue what this is gonna look like when it's done. But here is clue number 1. It's been a lot of fun. I started reading the book. I've never read A Christmas Carol before. Have any of you read it? I know we all know the story. We've all watched the movie, but how many of you actually sat down and read the book? I'm just a little ways in, but it's not a very long book. It's less than 100 pages, the one that I got. And I'm using all the colorful colors. I did dye the fabric myself, 14 count aider. I used the directions on the side. I just used some taupe Fritz dye. And this is where we're at now. I went ahead and did the French knots on this. I don't know if you can see them. I know a lot of people are doing the sea beads, but I thought it was fun to get the French knots in and get that done. So nothing else to do on this until Saturday. I am all caught up. This did take the majority of my stitching time. I do have a little string up here so I know which side's up. So nothing to show for last week because this was a new start this week. And then the last cross stitch thing that I worked on, again, in another Halloween bag. And this was Little Things Too. I've been working on this since day 1 for my best friend Amy. And again, probably not too much progress on this, but my goal every week on this is to make sure I've touched it and I've at least done something and it doesn't make it into my UFO pile. I'm not going to show you what I did last week because again, not much accomplished. I just added the little green 4 things on the edge and the one in the center. So this is the accomplishment for last week and this week. My husband's made a little bit of progress on his cross stitch. And he is doing a Cowboys football player. I will show you what this pattern should look like when it's done. So you're gonna see that right here. And for him, he had just a few stitches at the bottom of the boot. So he's gone in, he's color completed the bottom of the boot. So that's actually a lot of accomplishment for him, for a non-cross stitcher. And I think he only did that so that I would have something to show on my show today. Otherwise, I think he would have rather been playing video games. So I owe him a nice dinner or something for that. I will also show right now, my daughter got some work done on her cross stitch. So this is what it looked like last week, or 2 weeks ago. She didn't show me a picture last week. And then this is what it looks like this week. If you've only come for the cross stitch portion, you can leave now. Well, there was a slight pause there. I was trying not to have to edit this video, but my kitchen has turned into Grand Central Station all of a sudden. Nobody was up until I sat down to record. Do you ever get that? You finally get some quiet time to relax, and all of a sudden, everybody wants you. It's mom this, mom that. So as I was saying, that is all the cross stitch I have to show, except the giveaway. So this is a Fat Quarter exclusive bag for their Stitching Quarterly. What we have inside, if you haven't watched the Vlogmas shows, is it's in that cute little packet. It's all the called for DMC colors. There is a pattern in here. The pattern matches this picture, so I'm not gonna pull it out and mess it all up. There's also some really pretty, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very sparkly fabric. It's 14 count Aida. We've got some floss bitties to go with it. There is 4 different designs. So we have Santa, reindeer, Mrs. Claus, and snowman. So those are some floss bitties. What you do is you just put your floss down in there and then you hang it up on the ring. And then last is a little needle tin. So if you open it up, there is a little magnet with a needle in there. I'm going to give this away on my next Flosstube. To be eligible, just in the comments below, use the word Santa. Just say Santa, put it in a sentence. The rules: you must be 18 or older to enter this. I need you to be 18 or older in order to get your mailing address. Do not use the word free or giveaway or anything like that in your comments. I will have to delete your comment if you do. We don't want other people coming in. There are people who go on YouTube and just search that word and try to win something even if they don't cross stitch. Unfortunately, you have to be part of the continental United States. I do not monetize my channel at the moment, so everything I do, I pay for myself. I bought this kit myself. I'll pay for the mailing myself. So go ahead and put the word Santa in, and I will draw next week. That's it for the giveaway. I have been opening Advents every day for Vlogmas. I'm just going to show you the one I'm actually working on. It is a Yanni one. It is from the Cozy Knitter. It is a sock skein of 24 stripes. So every day you knit up a stripe. And this is where I am at on this. So we have, the cuff is from Sweet Georgians. It's not part of this. Then we have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I apologize. And of course, now we have junk phone calls coming in the way. So I've got one more stripe, and then I'm going to turn for the heel on this. The heel turn is going to be part of the stripe sequence, so I'll only be doing a little bit of the heel turn a day, I think, as well. That's all the knitting I did this week. It was fun just doing the one stripe a day because it was such a doable time frame. And the last thing I have is my diamond painting. I have been working on WinterwithDAC, which is Diamond Art Club, and this is a really big diamond painting that I'm working on. I'm showing it right now. I have to take a separate video because it won't fit over here. And you can see the little bit that I got done. I also have my daughter and my husband a diamond painting. So this is my daughter's. And she's done this little section right here. And now that's my dog in the background. And then my husband's been working on this Cowboys one. And he got all the words done. And then last to show you is I went to my aunt's house. That was part of Vlogmas. Showed her how to diamond paint, and while I was there, I worked on this absolutely adorable Christmas card. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go get my day started. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And again, if you want the Santa cross stitch pattern, just comment below, use the word Santa somewhere below, and I will draw next week. Until later, happy crafting.